Thanks, Chris. We are excited to be out here for our last live report at the Goshen County Fair, and we're excited to have a couple of guests with us. With me is my grandpa Ron Kaufman. Thanks to Chris Jenkins at the studio, and thanks to Ryan Cape for getting us set up. We want to thank all of our Goshen County Fair sponsors, and we'll name a few of those off before we get started with our interview here. We have Platte Valley Bank, Meyer Seed, Pioneer Seed, Double D Real Estate, Pieper and Marsh Family Dentistry, J.G. Elliott, Leith Heads Appliance Center, Z&W Mill, and Goshen Vet Clinic. So first, we'll start off with our little lady here. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what club you're with.
Hi, I'm Emily Milner, and I am in Gleaners Union 4-H.
And how old are you?
I'm 9.
Okay. Is this your first year in 4-H then?
Yes.
And explain what projects you've had this week.
This week I did tie-dye shoes. I went to science camp up at Eastern Wyoming College, and I learned how to tie-dye with Sharpies and rubbing alcohol.
Oh, very cool. I haven't seen that done before. Can you explain how you do it?
First, you get something that's white, like a white t-shirt, and then you color the Sharpies. Then you put rubbing alcohol on it, and then you put it in the dryer for 15 minutes, and then you wear it.
Very cool.
And then I also did robotics.
What did you enter for robotics?
I did a report on my own robot that I made.
So what kind of robot did you make?
It was a robot out of Boost. Out of a Boost Lego packet.
Oh, neat.
Oh, okay.
So explain how you put it all together.
I used the Lego Boost app, and then I learned how to program it from Robotics.
Impressive. We don't know a lot about robotics, so what all have you learned this year? Can you explain?
When I went to Showcase Showdown, I learned what all the different motors were, how to program, and how to build with Lego Mindstorm.
Neat.
That's real neat.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Do you think you'll continue with robotics?
Yes.
Who's helped you with your project?
My partners and Miss Shimmick.
Okay.
So you had a couple partners with you?
Yes, I had 2.
And what are their names?
Carly Coxbill and Paisley.
Okay.
So how did you compete at the state at Douglas?
In Laramie.
In Laramie?
Yeah. So I did all 3 things. There was the construction where you have to tell the judges how you did it, and then you program it for them. And then sumo, you have to battle another person with your robot.
How'd you
that's
do?
Interesting.
I ended up last in sumo, and then the construction I did 3rd, and then mission where you have to complete a bunch of tasks to move, I got 3rd there.
Well, that's pretty good for the first year, I think. That's real good.
Are you interested in any other projects for next year?
Maybe sewing.
Uh-huh. Instead of just the shoes, you might try something else?
Yeah.
Now with the shoes, I understand you did a constructive interview, right?
Yeah.
So the judge asked how you completed the project?
Yes.
Do you remember anything else they asked you?
What was the hardest part?
Do you remember what you said?
Yes. Not putting on too much alcohol.
Oh, yeah. And do you get to wear these shoes now?
Yes.
Are you excited to wear them to school?
Yes.
I bet.
So very good. She's done an excellent job for her first year, I believe.
Anything else you want to share with us?
Nope.
Did you sell anything at the static auction?
No.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you. You can pass the mic over here, and we'll let you go.
Thanks.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Brett Guerra, and I'm with the Goshen Livestalkers 4-H Club.
And how old are you?
14.
And what did you show this week?
I did breeding sheep and market sheep.
So how many did you have?
I had 1 breeding sheep and 3 market.
Oh, wow. Okay. And how did you place?
With the breeding, I won the Showmanship, and I got reserve in the U class. And for market, I got reserve in showmanship, and my other three, every time they went to their class, they got reserve.
So that's good. So what breed did you show?
It was a Suffolk Hamp mix.
Oh, cross.
Yeah, cross.
Okay. So you did well.
Yeah,
So,
I won the bred and fed, which was my favorite.
Tell us about the bred and fed.
Yeah.
So Scott and Dana put on this event every year after our market show's done, and it includes everyone that has their market sheep with them. They can go out there and get $5 just walking out there.
Oh,
They're
good.
guaranteed.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So then do they place them?
Yeah. So the judge, he'll have like 3 groups that go out there, and he'll kind of cut them off during it, and then he'll get down to his final 10 and leave them out there. He would put those last 5 on the side, and then the first 5 right in front.
Okay.
So and how'd you do again on that one?
I won it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
So,
you had a good year.
Yeah. You know, he got to sleep in a little bit, I understand, this morning.
Yeah.
And so he's well rested for this program this afternoon. And we appreciate you coming in.
Thank
What
you.
other projects do you take?
That was the only thing this year.
That's didn't you you did robotics in the past, haven't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, and he was pretty good at it, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. And what's your club again?
The Goshen Lifestalkers.
Goshen Lifestalkers. What else you want to tell us about sheep? How's showmanship? Did that work out? It worked out okay, I think.
Yeah, I did pretty well. I won the breeding part, but just not the market.
So, do you show the breeding any different than the market?
Nope.
It's real similar, isn't it?
Same thing.
Yep. So, you gonna be in the sale?
Yeah.
So, you gonna sell that market lamb? A market lamb?
Yep.
What are you gonna do with your money?
College.
College. Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. See, these kids are thrifty
They're
with
thinking.
this money. So,
Did you get a belt buckle for showmanship?
Yeah. I have it on right now.
well, stand up.
Yeah, let's see it.
Look at there.
Nice. You can
Breeding
flash
sheep.
it to the camera if you'd like, since you're on YouTube.
Yeah, you'll be on YouTube. So, can you tell them how to do the YouTube?
Yeah, so if you haven't been following that yet, you can simply go to YouTube and then you'll type in KGOS Sports, and that's the channel that we have all of our videos on. So they've all been archived on there this week if you want to catch that there.
All right.
So, Mr. Garter, I wanted to ask you, do you show your own, like your market lambs? Do you raise those?
Yeah.
You raise all your own?
Yep.
So that's admirable, and that's a good way to make a little money. Do you sell any of those to the other kids, or?
Yeah, so every year we usually have at least 100 lambs born.
Yeah.
My mom goes out there and picks out the sheep that she thinks will be the best for the year. She'll kind of separate them off and have people come in during the
And
week.
look.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. So he's getting some good training and some good educational knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Who has to stay out in the barn when they lamb? Is that you?
It's usually my dad and mom because it's during school year.
Mm.
So they don't get you up at night, huh?
Nope.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
So that sounds good. So do they twin a lot, your Suffolks?
Sometimes. We've had a couple triplets this year too.
So did they make it?
Yeah, we had 3 groups make it.
So they must be pretty good qualifiers on producing milk, your ewes, right?
Yeah, some of them.
Yep. So have you had any bums?
Yeah, sometimes one of their teats does not work very well, so we usually have to move them on to another mom.
Okay. Yeah. Tell them what a bum is. Explain what a bum is.
So when the lamb is born, its most nutritious thing is the milk from its mother, all of its antibodies, so it can be healthy for the whole year. So if you can't really do that, like we had one lamb, its mother died during the second day it was born. We had to get milk replacer and antibodies in it and everything.
So that's interesting. So He's had that experience, and that's not a real fun experience, is it?
No.
But a lot of times they turn out fine, and
Yeah.
they're fine for the rest of their lives. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when that happens, but when you had lambs, those were some of my favorite to take care of, just because you get a bottle feed and,
Yep, and they get to know you pretty
and help
well.
protect. Yeah.
So, well, thanks. You want to tell us anything else?
That's all.
You did a nice job, and thanks for coming in, Mr.
Yeah,
Gara.
congratulations.
We appreciate it, and congratulations. And are you going to State Fair? I forgot to ask you that.
Yeah.
You are good. How many are you going to take?
I think only my 3 markets,
Yeah, okay.
unless my mom wants to take my yearling again.
So she's kind of the boss in this sheep program,
Yeah.
huh? Sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, thanks for coming in, and I hope you got enough sleep this morning, and you did a good job this afternoon, so you must be wide awake.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We want to thank our sponsors in part while we switch out here. Thank you for helping make these Goshen County Fair reports possible. That is Torrington Office Supply, Mike Rafferty, and State Farm Insurance. Brown Company, Ties Pit Stop, Dynas Irrigation, Pine Bluff Sinclair, EWC, and Dinklage Feed Yards. Welcome. Go ahead and give us your name and your club.
I'm Lucas Guerra, and I'm from the Goshen Livestockers.
And how old are you?
17.
And what projects did you have this week?
I kept it simple this year and stuck to just breeding and market show.
And how did you do?
Well, in the breeding show, I won first place with my ram, and then second or reserve champion with my yearling.
So your ram, is it registered, or is it just, is it a cross?
It's a Supple Camp cross, and yeah, we have it on the show and websites.
So you use that to breed your other ewes, I assume.
Yeah, it's gonna replace our old ram from last year.
Okay. So what was your old ram?
His name was Steel Banana, but he died earlier this year.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, but good thing we got a replacement this year.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is a good thing.
What about showmanship?
I didn't show in Showmanship
Oh,
this year.
okay.
So are you going to State Fair
Yeah, definitely.
and take your breeding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in the breeding, you also do you shear those?
Yeah.
How do you present them at the show? Are they sheared or?
Yeah, I shear all my sheep and then take them out, get them ready, wash them off, get their legs done.
So tell us how you wash a lamb.
It's pretty simple, really. Just wash them with water, put some soap on them, wash them off again, then take them up on the stand and blow them off.
So why do you wash them?
Make them look better.
Yeah, a little wider and whiter, I should say. So what does a judge look for in your breeding stock?
Good loin, good rack, good everything, I guess. Muscle,
Yeah, muscle
quality.
and structure, probably length and width.
Yep.
And what do you feed?
I feed high noon.
And what is that? Just
Uh,
a type of feed?
Just a type of feed, yeah.
Okay. Do you run them on pasture in the summer, or
No, we have a pen for them.
so you feed all year round?
Mm-hmm.
So you produce a lot of hay, so you should have enough alfalfa to feed them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you belong to FFA also?
Yeah. The Southeast FFA.
So how are you doing in that program?
Pretty good. I don't really do much in it, but
That's good. You have classroom setting there,
yeah.
and who's your instructor?
Mr. Clapper, Jay Clapper.
Okay, and you have some neat programs out there, like the swine program that they give a kid a swine and let him take care of it. Correct?
Yeah, my friend did that last year. He did pretty good with it. He talked to the city council about it, I think.
Oh, good. Yeah. So exciting programs.
Yeah, I think that's a great program. You can explore different livestock, different projects, and experiment.
So you said you were a junior?
I'm a junior this year, yes.
Yeah. Good. So what's your plans after school? After senior, do you have any?
Hopefully go to UW, but I don't know after that.
Save
Still
that
thinking
money.
about it.
Yeah.
Good. Well, we wish you success, and thanks for coming in, Mr. Gara.
Thank you.
Thank
Yep,
you.
it's nice talking to you and your little brother.
Yeah, big thank you to all of our participants this week. It's been really fun to talk with all of these kids, all different ages, and of course, some of our volunteers and 4-H Extension agent, Megan Brittingham. A lot goes into this week, a lot of hard work from all of the volunteers and the superintendents in each division, and all of the food vendors are still out here. If you want to come out and walk around, look at some livestock, you can walk through the 4-H building. They're still open until 8 p.m. tonight, so you can catch all of those projects that we've been talking about this week. Look at the different completion, the different ribbons that they've been awarded. It's fun to see, especially what's going to State Fair, and you can enjoy the FFA lemonade stand too still.
Yeah, and we should give them a kudo. Our FFA advisor and advisors at Torrington and Lingle was Mr. Groney, and also Mr. Peterson, and Southeast is Mr. Clapper. So they do well with these kids and bring them along. A lot of their kids are older and a little, like you said, help in this county fair.
Yeah, and all of the judges that are involved, whether it's volunteer or not. And of course, all of the parents and family members who help make this possible for all of these kids to participate this week.
And we have Stephanie Lofink that helps us out, and Carol Morrison. They and all their crew really help us out and have a lot of responsibility.
We want to remind you that tonight you can still catch Family Night. That kicks off at 6 p.m. and that'll be in the pavilion. $5 is the price on that, and ages 5 and under are free. So that's a great activity tonight for your family. We have the Pinnacle Bank Young'uns Ranch Roundup, Team Mock Ranch events, kids 12 and under. You must have pre-entered for that. And tomorrow we have the Ranch Horse Showcase, 9 a.m. in the pavilion, then the Jelmer Johnson Memorial Team Sort. And most importantly, tomorrow we have the Junior Livestock Sale. Don't forget to come out and support these members with that. That's at 9 a.m. in the Frontier Shelter.
And you can kind of have a team situation there. If you don't want to buy by yourself, there's usually other people that'll chip in, and then they'll say three or four groups or individuals will try to purchase some of those animals. So.
And tomorrow night we also have a concert, so if you want to catch that, that's Camille and Haley, the sister duo. That'll be at the Rendezvous Center. It is a free admission concert. That's at 7 p.m. We want to thank our sponsors in part, Platte Valley Bank, Myers Seed, Pioneer Seed, Double D Real Estate, Pieper and Marsh Family Dentistry, J.G. Elliott, Leith Heads Appliance Center, Z&W Mill, and Goshen Vet Clinic. So it's been a great week. I always enjoy this. And a big thank you to Chris Jenkins back at the studio for running the board all week, and to Ryan Keith for getting us all set up.
And it's been fun.
It has. For my grandpa, Ron Kaufman, this is Taylor Bartle. We'll send it back to the station. Thanks, Chris.